Hello and welcome to Mega Conference QuizBowl. I'm your host Mike McLean and I'm here through the courtesy of the Taylor School District. This year we have 15 schools competing to advance to a state level competition in April at MSU. Today's contest is between Annapolis High School and Crestwood High School. Annapolis is coached by Ryan Robinson. Annapolis, please introduce yourselves.
Alicia Gambino, senior.
Matt Fisher, senior.
Aaron Davison, senior captain.
William Werner, senior.
Thank you. Crestwood is coached by Sue Gray. Crestwood, please introduce yourselves.
Matthew Lucero, senior.
Kristen Hoffman, senior.
Meg Poole, senior captain.
Natalie Judd, sophomore.
And thank you. Our first quarter consists of 12 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. Teams, you may not confer, and please remember to wait until I call on you before you respond. Let's begin. Toss-up 1. Give the lowest point in the United States by providing the name of the place and the state in which it is found. Matt?
Key West, Florida.
That's incorrect. Clear. And that's time. The place is Death Valley, and it's in California. Toss-up 2, both teams. They came out of Detroit, Michigan in 1958. Their hits included Where Did Our Love Go?, Baby Love, and Megan.
The Supremes.
The Supremes is correct. Toss-up 3, both teams. When this man lost Vatican patronage during the reign of Pope Innocent X, he was hired by the Venetian Cardinal Federico Cornaro for his burial place in a Carmelite chapel in Rome's Cathedral of Santa Maria della Vittoria. The work he produced included an angel holding a spear, as in the title Nun's Vision. Name the creator of The Ecstasy of Saint Teresa. And that's time. Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Toss-up 4. Used to determine the density of a liquid, this piece of apparatus consists of a small bottle with a ground glass stopper, which is bored with a moderately fine capillary tube. What is it? And that's time. A pincometer, P-Y-C-N-O-M-E-T-E-R. Toss-up 5. What city is the capital of the state nicknamed the Beaver State? And time, once again. The Beaver State is Oregon, and its capital is Salem. Toss-up 6. This term is used to describe the increase in average global temperature. Sometimes scientists believe this warming of the Earth will cause major changes in climatic patterns. What is this phenomena called? Natalie?
Global warming.
Judge? Yes, we will accept. Toss-up 7. Air is composed of many gases. What is the most common element? Megan?
Nitrogen.
Is correct. Math question. Joe wants to plant one tree by himself, but he can only plant half as quickly as his classmates, 6 of whom can plant 6 trees in 6 hours. That is, he takes twice as long to plant a tree as one of them does. How long does it take Joe? Megan?
Half an hour.
That's incorrect. Alicia?
2 hours.
2 hours is correct. Toss-up 9. Prolonged deadlock over the future of Serbia's Kosovo province could create instability in the region, but UN achievements at risk, put UN achievements at risk and threaten UN staff. This, according to what man? The UN Secretary General. And time, his name is Ban Ki-moon. Toss-up 10. In which book of the Bible do we read the story of the great flood in which Noah and his family were saved by the building? Alicia?
Genesis.
Genesis is correct. Current events. Tennis players from around the world travel to what country to compete? Matt?
Australia.
Australia is correct. And toss-up 12. Following a protest letter signed by 67 professors and complaints by thousands of students that he devalues science, what man, head of the Catholic Church, canceled his visit to Rome's secular La Sapienza University? Megan?
Pope Benedict.
I will take that. That's correct. And that's the end of our first quarter. We'll return after a short break. Our second quarter is about to begin. It consists of 8 toss-up questions, each worth 10. A correct answer entitles that team to a set of 4 bonus questions, each worth 5. Teams may confer on the bonuses, but only the captain may give the answer. Any missed bonus questions will be rebounded to the opposing team. Here we go. Toss-up 1, both teams. In 1957, what satellite launched by the Soviet Union ultimately prompted a technology race around the world? Alicia?
Sputnik.
Sputnik is correct. Your bonus questions. Identify each of the following concerning the biblical Daniel. For Annapolis, the city to which this Hebrew prophet was taken after being captured.
Babylon.
Is correct. Number 2, the king who captured Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, and carried off most of the inhabitants, including Daniel.
Nebuchadnezzar.
I'm sorry, I can't take it. Crestwood.
Don't whisper.
Nebuchadnezzar.
No. Starts with an N, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Annapolis. The animal's den in which Daniel was thrown for refusing
Lion's
to work.
den.
Yes, correct. The phrase designating the weakness in character of a highly regarded person derived from Daniel's interpretation of this king's dream of a gold head and clay feet.
No answer.
Crestwood.
No answer.
Person said to have not the courage of their convictions, feet of clay. Toss up 2, both teams. The Lucian Cutoff, a railroad trestle built across this body of water between 1902 and 1904, cut 43 miles off the existing route passing it. This endoheric lake contains islands such as Stansbury and Antelope and is fed by 3 major rivers, the Bear, the Weber, and the Jordan. Name this remnant of a prehistoric Lake Bonneville, the largest lake in Utah. Matt?
Great Salt Lake.
Is correct. It used to be Lake Bonneville. And your bonus questions. Crestwood. Answer each of the following concerning music. Because of the many singers and musicians needed to perform Mahler's Symphony No. 8 in E-flat major, by which name is it also known?
No answer.
Annapolis?
No answer.
Takes a lot of people. It's called the Symphony of 1,000. Back to Crestwood. Which term is used in music to designate any of the principal divisions or sections of a symphony, a sonata, or any other extended musical composition?
Movement.
Movement is correct. A virginal is a small type of what kind of musical instrument included in almost all Baroque instrumental ensembles?
Violin.
That's incorrect. Annapolis?
Cello.
It's a type of harpsichord. Last, back to Crestwood. Which French composer, known for nocturnes and La Mer, or the sea, described music as the arithmetic of sounds and optics as the geometry of light?
Debussy.
I will take it. Debussy is correct. Toss up 3, both teams. On April 4th, 1968, James Earl Ray assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in what U.S. city? Natalie?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis is correct. Your bonus questions this time. Identify each city for the landmark. Number 1. I.M. Pei's East Building of the National Gallery of Art.
New York.
That's incorrect. Annapolis
Washington, D.C.
is correct. Back to Crestwood. William Van Allen's Chrysler Building
New York.
is correct. Frank Gehry's Walt Disney's Concert Hall.
Florida.
Incorrect. Annapolis?
Orlando, Florida.
Also incorrect. It's Los Angeles. And Crestwood, Ludwig van der Rohe's Lakeshore Apartment Towers.
Key West.
That's incorrect. Annapolis.
No answer.
Lakeshore Drive, Illinois, downtown Chicago.
Oh.
Toss up for both teams. This French expression expresses the belief that people should be allowed to conduct their economic affairs without interference. Kristen
Laissez-faire.
is correct. And your bonus question this time about religious tolerance. The 1657 Flushing Remonstrance is seen by some as the earliest declaration of religious tolerance in America. Number one, name the governor of New Amsterdam who received the statement from English settlers urging that a minority religious sect not be deported from New Amsterdam.
No answer.
Annapolis?
No answer.
Governor of New Amsterdam was Peter Stuyvesant. And Crestwood? New Amsterdam is eventually renamed by the English. What is its current name?
New York.
Is correct. Number three, still Crestwood. This was the denomination supported by the settlers. It had been founded by George Fox earlier in the 17th century.
Quaker.
Otherwise known as the Society of Friends. That's correct. And the last one. The Quakers were eventually deported to this more northern colony.
Pennsylvania.
That's incorrect. Annapolis?
New Hampshire.
Also incorrect. It is Rhode Island. Toss-ups 5, both teams. He wrote 11 novels about Laney Budd, including the 1942 Pulitzer winner Dragon's Teeth, about Hitler's rise. His first novel was Springtime and Harvest. Boston was an account of the Sacco-Vanzetti case. In 1934, he was defeated as the Democratic candidate for governor of California. Name this author of The Jungle. Matt.
Sinclair.
Sinclair is correct. Your bonus questions are in math. Solve the following equations for x. 7 plus the square root of the quantity 3x equals 10.
X equals 3.
Is correct. Number 2, negative 2x is less than 10.
X is greater than 5.
That's incorrect.
X is greater than -5.
That is correct. Back to Annapolis. 2x plus 3 equals 2x plus 4. Captain?
It's no solution.
No solution is correct. And last one for Annapolis. X over 7 equals 7 over x.
X equals 7.
That's incorrect. Crestwood?
X equals plus or minus 7.
That is correct. Toss up 6, both teams. Name the Russian dictator whose signature was on the document ordering the execution of 14,700 Polish soldiers during World War II that the Poles got to view for the first time in 1992. Natalie? Non-responsive. William?
Joseph Stalin.
Is correct. Your bonus questions. Identify each of the following concerning Russia. Annapolis, the Russian Tsar who was forced to abdicate in 1917, ending the nearly 300-year rule of the Romanovs.
Nicholas.
More?
Nicholas I.
That's incorrect.
Nicholas II.
That is correct. Sorry. Annapolis, the Russian leader who canceled the summit with President Eisenhower after the U-2 affair.
Khrushchev.
Is correct. The English translation of MIR, M-I-R, the name of the Russian space station?
No answer.
Crestwood?
No answer.
It's a nice word, peace. Annapolis, Danish navigator who claimed Alaska for Russia.
No answer.
Crestwood?
No answer.
Vitus Bering. Toss up 7. What is the capital of North Korea? Natalie
Pyongyang.
is correct. Your bonus questions this time are about American poets. Identify the American poets with the following initials. Giving the surname will suffice as a correct answer. T-S-E.
Elliot.
Correct. S-V-B as in boy.
Bernard.
No. Annapolis?
No answer.
Stephen Vincent Benet. Back to Crestwood. O-W-H.
Hawthorne.
That's incorrect. Annapolis?
Henry.
Oliver Wendell Holmes. And back to Crestwood. H-W-L.
Lewis.
That's incorrect. Annapolis?
Longfellow.
Longfellow is correct. Toss up 8, last one in the round. Many plants and animals have worked out methods of cooperative living. In fact, 2 different plants or animals can bond together to form a third organism. The best example is lichen, which combines a fungus and a single-celled green algae that makes food for both the fungus and itself. What do biologists call this sort of relationship? Matt?
Symbiotic.
That is correct. Your bonus question. Identify, for Crestwood, identify each of the following halogens by its appearance at room temperature. Number 1, yellow gas
Fluorine.
is correct. Red liquid,
Iodine.
incorrect. Annapolis? Need an answer.
Argon.
That's incorrect. It's bromine. Back to Crestwood. Yellowish green gas.
Chlorine.
Correct. Dark solid or blue black.
Selenium.
Nope. Annapolis?
Silicon.
Nope. It's iodine. That's the end of our first half. We'll be back in a minute to verify our scores and begin our second half. We're back to begin the third quarter of our match. The score after the first half is Crestwood High School 155 and Annapolis High School 85. We do have substitutes for Annapolis. Please introduce yourselves.
Phil Henry, senior. Christina Gardner, sophomore.
Thank you both. Our third quarter is our lightning round. Each team has 60 seconds to correctly answer 10 questions. Teams may confer, but only the captain may give the answer. Questions not answered correctly will pass to the opposing team. The trailing team is Annapolis in this case. And your choices for the lightning round are literature, The Old Man and the Sea, history, or mathematics.
Literature.
Literature it is for Annapolis. From The Old Man and the Sea. Number 1. From what island country does the old man sail?
Pass.
What is the name of the old man?
Pass.
Who is the boy that helps him?
Pass.
How many days within 4 has the old man gone without a catch?
28.
No. Who wrote the novel?
Ernest Hemingway.
Correct. What type of fish is the old man fishing for?
A hammerhead.
No. When he catches his great fish, what starts to eat the corpse?
Sharks.
Yes. What is left of the fish when he returns to land?
The tail and the head.
Yes. To what harbor or seaport does he return? that's time. Question 10 won't be read. And we have three. So 6 are going to pass then to Crestwood. Crestwood, here we go. From what island country does the old man sail?
Cuba?
Cuba is correct. What is the name of the old man?
No answer.
Who's the boy that helps him?
Pass.
How many days within 4 has the old man gone without a catch?
32.
No. What type of fish is the old man fishing for?
Swordfish.
No. And to what harbor or seaport does he return? And that's time. And we have 1 correct there. The ones that nobody got, the old man's name is Santiago. The boy's name is Manolin. How many days? 84 days without a catch. The type of fish he got was a marlin. And the harbor or seaport is Havana, the nickname of the book's author. Papa Hemingway. Okay, Crestwood, your choices are mathematics or history.
We'll take math.
With 60 seconds on the clock, give the Arabic equivalent to the following Roman numerals. Number 1, XXIV.
34.
No. CMLX.
Pass.
MCMXCIII.
Pass.
DCCV.
Pass.
XLVI.
46.
Correct. XIX.
19.
Yes. CDLV.
Pass.
LMVII.
Pass.
MMMXVIII.
Pass.
DCXXI.
Pass.
CMLX.
Pass.
MCMXCII, and we're done. We have 2. 8 pass to Annapolis. Annapolis, XXIV.
24.
Correct. CMLX.
Pass.
MCMXCIII.
Pass.
DCCV.
Pass.
CDLV.
Pass.
LMVII.
Pass.
And we have 1. You don't really want me to read the math ones, do you?
No, it's fine.
Thank you. We're going to pass on that. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. We'll be right back to finish up this match. Our 4th quarter is about to begin. It will be a make or break quarter today. It consists of 15 toss-up questions, each worth 20 points, and we're only 2 questions away. Here we go. Toss-up 1. This government policy has had classified people into 4 main groups and kept these 4 groups apart from each other. What was this South African policy called? Yes.
Apartheid.
Apartheid is correct. Toss-up 2. The name of this group is derived from the Arabic word meaning ashes, and the atomic numbers of its elements are 3, 11, 19, 37, 55, and 87. Which metals make up the family in group 1A of the periodic table? Matt?
Alkali.
Alkali is correct. Toss-up 3. In which capital city is the sparkling white panel building known as the High Museum of Art located on Peachtree Street? Aaron?
Washington, D.C.
That's incorrect. Matt?
New York City.
Also incorrect. The Peach State, Georgia. It's Atlanta. Toss-up 4. What 19th century invention may be set to sound regular beats within a wide range of fast and slow tempos? Megan?
Metronome.
Is correct. Toss-up 5. Which organic gas an important industrial chemical in the U.S., acts as a plant hormone and is used to help ripen fruit. It is prepared by heating ethane and propane at high temperatures in the presence of catalysts. Matt?
Methane?
Incorrect. Matthew?
Carbon?
Ethylene or ethene. Toss-up 6. The passage of this state's Proposal 2 in November of 2006 prompted lawsuits by several public universities seeking to stay implementation of that civil rights initiative. Conflicting decisions in Gratz and Gutter v. Bollinger cases will no longer apply, as racial considerations cannot be used for admissions in what state, whose largest universities are in Ann Arbor and East Lansing? Megan?
What? Michigan.
Is correct. Toss-up 7. Hundreds of thousands of Muslims join the pilgrimage to Islam's holiest places each year, a journey better known by what name? Kristen?
Hajj.
Hajj is correct. Toss-up 8. France, a permanent member of the UN Security Council, has pledged to help Brazil, Germany, India, Japan, and a major African nation join the Security Council as permanent members. How many permanent members are on the UN Security Council? Megan?
5.
5 is correct. Toss-up 9. What is a stationary electrical charge caused by the friction between two objects, one positively charged and the other one negatively charged? Matt?
Static electricity.
Static electricity is good. Toss-up 10. In what international city is Red Square found? Megan?
Moscow.
Moscow is correct. Toss-up 11, math question. Let H be a regular hexagon of unknown perimeter, such that the distance between the center and any side is the square root of 3. To solve for the perimeter of H, you can divide H into right triangles whose hypotenuses run from the center to the vertices. Using any method, find the perimeter of H. And that's time. All about right triangles, 30, 60, 90, square root of 3, 12 units. Toss up 12, both teams. In February 2003, what country became the Federation of Serbia and Montenegro? Megan?
Albania.
That's incorrect. Aaron?
Yugoslavia.
Is correct. 13. Our oldest national park, Yellowstone, lies in what 3 states? I'm sorry, that's time. Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Current events. Which NFL team was beat by the San Diego Chargers 24-28, ending, Matthew?
New England Patriots.
That's incorrect. Ending last year's Super Bowl champions, a chance to repeat a victory this year. Crystal?
The Steelers.
That's also incorrect. It's the Indianapolis Colts. Last one of the round. What country's opposition has called for international sanctions against their president, Maui Kabeki, who was reelected in a disputed December 27th election? Megan?
Jordan.
That's incorrect. Aaron?
Pakistan.
Also incorrect. It's Kenya. That ends our match. We'll return in a minute with our final score. Our final score for today's match is Crestwood High School 285, Annapolis High School 205. Congratulations to both teams. It was a good match. Join us next time, please, when Lincoln Park will play Wayne Memorial High School. This is Mike McLean saying goodbye from Mega Conference Quiz Bowl.